What is up, friends? What is up, Akil? Thank you very much for joining me today, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thanks very much. Welcome back to Phil Plays Bass, guys. What are we doing here? What do we do? I practice. I'm essentially practicing live, and I'm listening to your questions, your tips, things you're interested in, and I'm expanding my horizon of music knowledge, practice routines, practice knowledge, like anything centering around practicing and the bass, and maybe some questionable life advice in there somewhere as well. Who knows? Phil is going to be looking extra majestic today. Why is that, Akil? I wonder. Oh, I should have fixed the bed sheets behind me. That's cool. That's fine. It's fine. Very bright today. Very, very bright. It was much easier in the winter to be streaming because it gets dark so early. So the lighting looks so much more dramatic. Stream Elements bot is running. Thank you very much, Stream Element bot. I appreciate you. What are we going to do today? I'm going to go back to my favorite web application. This little guy right here. Which I'm working on calibrating the... Interesting. There's a new... I've introduced a bunch of new bugs into this version of the app. That's fine. I'm just going to set up a timer for a while, and no, the timer should be working. Sorry, guys. I had done this, and then I forgot that I had to do it, and now it's not working. Running the app, port 3000. There we go, /timer. And we should have lovely, awesome. Okay, cool. I'm going to do a few minutes of each of my favorite warm-up exercises. We'll do 4 minutes of this, and then 4 more minutes of something else, then 4 more minutes of something else with a 5-second cooldown duration or something like that in between. We'll see how this works out. I'm still working on the interface, but it will take shape the more I use it. Give myself a quick tune, thanks to the built-in tuner, which is a neat little feature. There we go. Okay, cool. It's going to be a series of the same exercises that I did yesterday because I really, really like them, and I like the way they're starting to come together. So this is right there in the corner. Nice, neat, tidy. Maybe a little bit bigger so you guys can keep up with the timer as well. Okay, first exercise is going to be my Hadrian Fraud little chromatic scale / string skipping exercise, and I'll do that for a few minutes. Where are all the folks at? Yeah, good question. It's like something went on in the US and nobody's here. They'll join in a bit, I'm sure. I hope Mike is joining in a bit. His wife wasn't in the best of health at the moment, and I hope his not being here has nothing to do with that on Monday. I don't remember Mike having any obligations on Monday, but hey, they'll turn up eventually. And it's cool, man. You know, sometimes people are here, sometimes I'm just practicing on my own. Well, with you, Akil, and yeah, nothing to be alarmed about, I'm sure. All right, gonna give myself maybe a little bit faster than that. Yeah, 120. Okay, let's go. Yeah, maybe 2 minutes of that is enough for now. Moving on to the second exercise. Moving on to the Lars Lehmann string skipping exercise. Maybe a little bit too fast for me still. Maybe not this one. Yeah, maybe that was enough time for this one as well. Akil, you're not the only one unemployed, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm self-employed. Shall we call it that? I know it's true. I'm a music teacher now. I'm a piano teacher, if you can believe it. And yes, you're right. I did just come out the shower, and I do put some moisturizing cream on my face. I do happen to have a very, very dry type of skin, so it requires extra attention. It's just a big tub of moisturizer, and I just lather myself up, and it's cool. I like it. Keeps you young and glistening. Yeah, but it's a good question. The guys are not here. This is highly unusual. Highly unusual for them not to. At least one of the three, Mike, Nate, or Jeffrey, are usually here, but they'll turn up eventually. And if not, it'll be tomorrow or the day after, or the day after, or the day after. We're all good. We're all good. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today as well, because my brother's supposed to join me at some point, but we have to figure out how to make this work, the layout and all of that. So maybe we'll do it on Friday instead. I'm not 100% sure. But it'd be interesting to hear what he's been doing essentially in Shanghai for the last 15 years. An interesting thought to have, all this time spent in a completely different country. I'm sure he has some interesting stories to tell. There's another really, really cool exercise that I should probably do a little bit of, because it's really, really good for fretboard knowledge. Is being able to name all the notes on a particular, maybe not straight away. It's basically two arpeggios rolled into one. On the way up, we go basically a major 7 arpeggio that goes all the way up to the 11th. And then on the way down, we do instead of a G major arpeggio, we go down as if it was a C major 7 arpeggio, and we go up in the modes like that. So I'll do G major 7, then A Dorian, down to D Mixolydian, up to B Phrygian, and then E Aeolian, and so on and so forth. And if you want to know the note degrees, they will be 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and then depending on which way you think of it, it's either going down the extensions of the original route or going down as a major 7th. Michael is here. Oh, my bad. I thought I'd mentioned yesterday that I would be streaming tomorrow. My bad, Mike. I must not have made that clear enough. But I'm very glad that you could join us, regardless of my apparently. I may have made a mistake. But yes, Sundays and Mondays are probably going to be two of the staple days on which I'll be streaming. Mike is here. We can continue. Mike, you might remember this exercise. I introduced it some time ago. It was basically modal arpeggios. If I play it, you will probably remember it. And I think it's a really, really good... it's not really a one finger per fret exercise, but it's a really good dexterity exercise, as well as gets you used to certain arpeggio shapes. In this case, all of them, really. We've got major 7, Dorian, we've got all of them, basically, all of the modes being played as arpeggios. So I'll talk. I'm sure it was my misunderstanding. Could have been me, Michael. Honestly, I thought I'd mentioned it, but I may have forgotten. The excitement of my brother, of seeing my brother, might have been, I don't know. Maybe I just forgot to mention it. Could be. So we're going to start. It's basically going to be a G major 7. In G major. It's the G major scale. And we will declinate all of the modes as arpeggios starting on G. So G Ionian, A Dorian, B Phrygian, C Lydian, D Mixolydian, E Aeolian, F sharp, Locrian, and G back to G major 7. Like I said, there's two ways to think of it. It's just one of them is the more sort of focused on the root. We could think of all of this as a major 7th arpeggio that includes the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 10th octave, 13th, 4th, 3rd, back to the 1. Or we can think of it as a G major 7 arpeggio on the way up and a C major 7, a C Lydian. So we're playing B, G, E, C, which are the exact notes of a major 7 arpeggio, of a Lydian, I suppose. Even though it's not highlighted that it's in Lydian. But let's give this a go. Okay, so we start on the 7th of each mode. So in this case, we'll start on the F sharp, but pretend like it's not appoggiatura, but like an approach note to D. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we start basically with the end 1 on the 7th and D, or you can start on the 1. It's your prerogative. Here it goes. Correctly would be nice as well. So that's our G major arpeggio. A Dorian followed by D Mixolydian on the way down. So A, C, E, G, B, D, and then here on the way down for our D Mixolydian arpeggio, got C, A, F sharp, D, and then the major back to the minor 3rd of the Dorian chord. So once more. And this note now becomes the 7th of our B Phrygian. And so on and so forth. And then we do it all the way down. Yeah, this one needs a bit of work. Mike says, how's Gilles? He's very good. He's very good. He's heavily jet lagged, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get rid of that over the course of just 1 week. Obviously, there are 6 or 7 hours ahead of us in Shanghai, which means he's somewhat out of phase, but it's not the craziest sort of thing to. We're not talking about Australia or West Coast, America West Coast versus Central Europe. So it's not a full days. It's not 10 hours. It's not 12 hours. It's only 6, so it should be manageable. Go to bed a little bit later, wake up a little bit earlier. Hopefully he'll be fine. But yeah, he's in great shape. He went for a bike ride, and hopefully should be back shortly, so we can have a little chat, and I can ask him a bunch of questions about his life in Shanghai. It'd be interesting. It would be interesting. Okay, I'm going to do this exercise with a click, and this time I'm not going to be a wuss. I'm going to put it at 40 BPM. Because great musicians practice at 60, masters practice at 40, I was told by a teacher at some point. And it's apparently a saying from a jazz legend whose name I can't remember. Thankfully, we've got our little visual aid there to help us sort of see as well as feel the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really like this exercise. Doesn't have to be played very, very fast. It's a very good vehicle for thinking about what you're playing and really visualizing the shapes and the relationship between the notes and the key center, the root note. I always like to think of it in my head as, okay, 1, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9, and always harkening back to the root note and really visualizing what functions these notes have compared to the root note. And it's also a great way to internalize the sound of different modes. So super strongly recommend that one, guys. It's also available, I think, on the Patreon as part of the PDF that I have on my Patreon page. The link is available in the description below. I was thinking of sort of scouring the internet a bit more for some interesting lines. Something I'm really eager to transcribe some more stuff, but I haven't really found anything, that doesn't have a tune attached to it, i.e., some kind of live performance. Maybe some more Hadrian Farod stuff could be, or any kind of bass player that's playing an original tune live, rather than something that has performance rights attached to it, because obviously that puts us into copyright territory, and I'd very much like to get used. I have to become more creative, and I like it, because that's kind of the point of being a musician, although I didn't expect that dodging copyright would have been the way this aspect of creativity would have manifested itself in my life, but here it is. And I like doing it, so that's why I'm kind of playing a lot with AI at the minute, because I think there's some interesting things to be gleaned from that. But unfortunately, with the free version, it's just not, the quality is not very, very good. But it is always an interesting platform to sort of try and transcribe things on the fly. Obviously, as a private person, in the privacy of your own studio, bedroom, or wherever you're practicing, your cave, you're strongly encouraged to transcribe all of the classics. I mean, all of the Stevie Wonders, all of the John Mayers of the world, all of the awesome bass lines, the Towers of Power, the Pino Palladinos, the Victor Wooten, Marcus Miller, Jaco Pastorius, all of that sort of stuff. Obviously, very, very important to be to have somewhat of a familiarity with these legendary bass players and other musicians as well. For the purposes of this stream, though, unfortunately, we have to sort of stick to some copyright-free material. And in my case, guys, if you can think of any interesting prompts that I could put to create some sort of instrumental tune, I'd be super, super open to it. Should we try something hard, modern, funk intricate bass line, key changes, and groovy and groove. It's not very good, but high tension. Let's see what it comes up with. We weren't particularly impressed with the with whatever the AI came up with the last time. But like I said, it's not really the point. The point is to sort of not really know what we're facing and trying to improve, try to transcribe basically what is going on, and try and pick up as much information as possible, as quickly as possible, and translate it back to the instrument as quickly as possible. Funky universe. Okay, let's go. Hopefully this is decent stuff. I'm not convinced. Let's try the other one. This is groovier. This is instantly groovier. Interesting little line there. I don't know what's going on there. It's going a little bit too fast. All right, I think we've found a candidate. Let's download this. I don't need commercial rights. Somebody else can use this, no problem. Downloads, here we go. Funky Universe. Put it into our amazing slowdowner. Have that little line just repeat itself just a little bit slower, because I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Bye. What? There's a little flourish in there that I'm not hearing right. You can't hear the track. My bad, Mike. Sorry, I was again. This is how I'm learning. I'm learning by doing, and I clearly get a bit absorbed, and I forget that you guys can't hear it. There it is. Thank you very much, Mike. Really appreciate that. Well, it's my practice, but you know, I'm hopefully I'm not only doing it for my benefit. It would be, otherwise I'd be practicing without any cameras and facing the other way around, even though there's no cameras, just to be double sure that I'm only practicing for myself. I'm hopefully practicing so that we can all sort of benefit for it. But oh, Mike, please don't say that, Mike. Honored. I'm honored to have you guys. I've got all the notes, but I can't seem to put them in the right order. And there's a bit of a bend at the beginning as well, which is kind of cool. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's an interesting little shift. It kind of just moves away from a very sort of rote, kind of expected line. You see what I mean? The slide is not really where you're expecting it to be. Okay, slow it down just a touch to make sure I've got the right notes. That's a cool line. That's a pretty cool line. Okay, a little bit faster. Interesting little workout for bends as well. Yeah, not very often that I do bends on the bass. Very, very rarely, actually, in fact. Da, 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 da. So there's a trill. So F, D, C, A, and then this G is essentially two notes within one. Nice. Okay, let's listen to the rest of it. Not bad. Oh. Okay. Pretty short tune. Pretty short tune, but interesting. No key changes though. No key changes. Okay, let's change it. Smooth. Romantic. No, not romantic. Smooth. Funky. Groovy. Smooth, funky, groovy. Complex harmony. Bass and drums. Let's see what it comes up with. But that was an interesting line. Kind of reminiscent to the Groove in Chaos or Groove in the Chaos one. Another groove machine. It's just groove machine after groove machine. Let's hope this delivers. Ooh. That sounds like a video game music. I'm not really interested in that. Oh great, studying lo-fi beats. I don't mind that. So what have you got? F sharp minor. 2-5. Interesting little use of a 2-5 there. That's pretty cool. And instead of going to A major 7, which is what that 2-5 is suggesting, we're going to the relative minor, which is F sharp. So 2-5 into a relative minor, a very common sort of device that's used in jazz. Mike says bends would be easier with lighter strings, but I don't like them. I tried 4095s, but I like 4500s much more beefier, even though they're called lights. I'm 100% with you on that, Mike. I think, like I've said before, you know, I'm not a huge fan of relying on gear to improve one's ability to do certain things. I think there are some aspects of gear that enable you to do more stuff, but I don't know. I like the idea of being able to bend heavier strings. Or maybe I just like hardship a bit more. Maybe that's a personality type thing. You know, Hadrian says in quite a few of his videos that he has a very, very light touch. and obviously it shows the way he's it looks like he's hardly ever putting any pressure on the string. A little bit high actually. So that would make sense for a player like Hadrian to be extremely focused on this aspects of gear, because his technique heavily depends. He's developed his technique alongside his pursuit for the gear that really suits him, the strings that really suit him, the type of bass, the scale of the instruments, the bridges, the like everything he adds has that idea of supporting and enabling more of his technique. But I'm not. It's not really me, if I'm honest. It's not really my approach to that. I don't want to be as fast or as. I want to be able to. I want to be creative for sure, but I don't need to be that fast. Really, I don't need a race car to be able to get me someplace safely and elegantly. Horse-drawn carriage, not very practical. But boy, do they look majestic. They look amazing. And they do the job of getting you someplace, except with a bit more panache than your big fat Porsche or Maserati. Mike says, I think Mark King and Victor Wooten use 40 or 35 gauge G strings. I can't understand that. It feels paper thin. When you get to that level, again, I think it's when you get to that level, it makes sense to be focusing or to have your equipment, your setup aligned with the particular type of player you are. Since I'm always kind of a bit of a genre traveler, I can't really pick a single lane. I don't want to be just a fusion guy. I don't want to be a slap guy. I don't want to be a country guy. I don't want to be funk. I don't want to be metal. I don't want to be this. I want to be able to do a whole bunch of things relatively well. Kind of a Renaissance bass player, really, I suppose. I said in a hopefully unpretentious way. There was no pretension in my thinking. That I like versatility more than I like sort of pinpoint performance, specificity. I'm more of I want to be a jack of all trades of a bass player. It's like, oh, Phil, I want people to say, oh, he can do anything. He can do anything, and it will sound authentic, even if it's not going to sound as authentic as the real deal, i.e. a Hadrian Farod, or or a gospel guy, or a countryman, or you know what I mean, or Marcus or Victor, when it comes to slapping, or the guys at Stop Drop Rewind. It's a shame Nate's not here, although he might be listening but not commenting. No, for the time being, there's only two of us, so Nate is probably not here. He's probably working. Good man. I will go and see if I can find my brother, so that you guys can say hi to him if he's come back from his bike ride. I'll be back in a minute. See you soon. There we go, guys. I've got my brother right next to me. Let me just switch the camera. Should be better like this. There we go. Mike and Akil, meet my brother. This is my brother Gilles.
Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're
My
doing
brother
alright.
is a drummer.
I
He's a
try.
drummer in Shanghai. Can you what's been going on in Shanghai, Gilles? What have you been doing over there?
Oh well, you know, playing in this.
Je peux te rapprocher un petit peu
Oh,
du micro.
okay. I should speak like right here.
Yes.
Hey guys, yeah, you know, Shanghai. It's just what I couldn't do here in Belgium, so I was just playing in this live band, doing tributes. We're currently working on what is it again? Oh yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. You know, Black Sabbath
Mm.
tribute. So that's the next step for me. Yeah, for the band. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
And how often do you play?
Oh, 5 nights a week actually.
Five
Yeah.
nights a week.
Yeah. So
Wow.
from Wednesday till Saturdays and sometimes on Sundays as well. Yeah.
Nice. And how long are the sets?
It depends. If there's not many people, we shorten them a bit. Take shorter breaks.
Typical musicians.
Shorter breaks, to keep it a bit more moving, and depends. Sometimes it's 40 minutes, sometimes 35, sometimes 45.
Sounds
But
like a
that's
very very easy gig.
it depends also on the tribute. Let's be careful here.
Oh yeah.
So if it's like a Queen show, like a Queen tribute, then we do two 1 hour sets, 2 1 hour 10 minute sets. So yeah, it's keep the mood a bit longer,
Mm.
so that we don't interrupt the flow of the night.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know where the camera is. This is the one.
That's
This is the
that's
camera,
the
or this
camera.
one? Oh,
That's
okay,
the
okay.
camera
All
out
right,
there,
all
yeah.
right, all right. Cool.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
Gilles has been in Shanghai for 15 years now.
It's the 16th.
The
if
16th,
if you can believe it.
16th
It's,
year
yeah,
in Shanghai.
we're just starting it.
Mike says, "Hey Gilles, Shanghai, how cool! You're in Shanghai because of music." Okay, I'm jealous. Mike's from Louisiana,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
and Mike has been a guitar player most of his life and has switched over to the bass more recently than not. Over the last few years, Mike has shown a bigger interest for bass, and once you touch the bass, you just don't really come back to it.
There's no
Right.
going back.
There's no going back once you've plucked those heavy gauge strings. Once you've tickled the nickel,
Tickle the
spanked the
nickel.
plank, you are. You don't go back. You never go back to tickling these little whizzy, little hair thin things. But yeah, how did you start playing drums, Gilles?
Story is quite funny actually. It's our mum, our lovely mum. She saw I was doing absolutely nothing of my holidays, and I was 17, so that's already pretty
Tu peux te
late.
rapprocher encore un peu plus du micro, si tu veux.
Okay, and she saw like an advertisement in a newspaper. Yes, yeah, we still
Yeah.
at the time people still read those. And oh, the Lord saved me. 6 years on bass. Yeah, man, that's good. Six, it's a good number.
The Lord saved me.
Man. No, but like, and really, my mom saved me.
Yeah.
It saved me. She saw this ad in the newspaper, and like, go call them. It's like they're giving classes for like music classes. You can choose your instrument.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, I'll call. Hey guys, yeah, I want to attend some classes. Oh, cool. We only have drums left.
Are we?
That's the story, yeah. So
I thought you wanted to do drums.
I mean, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to do music, basically. So I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever, goes the. I'll just go with the flow,
Yeah.
and then that's it. They only had drums, and also they only accepted students who had a minimum of 1 year of experience in their own instrument. So,
So how did you get in?
well, they just didn't.
Money.
They just didn't have enough people attending the drum classes. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, man. We'll take you. We'll take you. And I'm like, cool.
Oh no way, that's how it happened. I thought
Yeah.
you wanted to do drums.
Yeah, no, I was the worst of the class because like I had never touched the drums. I didn't even know what
Yeah.
each element of the drum set was called. Didn't know what a hi-hat was. What is that?
Mm.
Didn't know what tom, one floor, medium, high. What the hell is this? And doom, doom, doom.
What's a crush? What's a ride? What's a pedal?
What's a symbol?
What's a cymbal?
It's a symbol of pride and strength.
Symbol. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
And then you caught the bug.
Yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was very ashamed because all of them could play a little bit, at least the.
Very simple, basic beat. Yeah.
And I could not coordinate. And just after like 2 days, I was still stuck on the.
Yeah.
Could not do it.
Yeah, limb independence.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it. And then what happened?
I just spent a little more time on it. That's it. And that's
No
it.
way. You telling me that practice works? Guys,
It does.
I think we fixed the problem of like not being good at stuff. It's
Philip has another profession, by the way.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
a professional
I'm a master fly catcher.
fly catcher.
Apparently, I literally just slapped it. Yeah. So you solved your problem of independence by just
Yeah, I mean, taking it slow. Just like really, okay, my brain cannot work that fast. So I was like, what? Oh, okay. That's it. That was it.
and then eventually
Yeah.
your brain sort of
Yeah, and then I sped it up from there.
assimilates the information. Yeah.
Yeah. They gave me 3 songs to play by the end of the week.
Do you remember what they were?
Lithium from Nirvana,
Oh yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that
And
one.
what else?
I think there was a a band everybody still loves nowadays. A Canadian band, beloved Canadian band.
Nickelback.
Absolutely.
Nickelback. Hey.
How you remind me, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it's objectively a good song. It's not a bad song.
Yeah, they've got
Just-
some great songs
yeah.
for sure.
We have okay, so that's talent to just say okay, sure.
What is up, Julien? What? Sorry, I hope I wasn't shouting in the mic there. Sorry, guys. Hello, Julien. Meet my brother. This is my brother. He's a drummer. He
Hey,
he
what's
works in Shanghai at
Still-
the.
I still know where to look. His eyes. Hey guys. Over there.
Just focus on the American flag.
Okay. Oh yes, absolutely. And then it's upside down. It's very.
It is, in this case, it's upside down, but only for a short period of time. Only for a short period of time. Yo, yeah, this is my brother. He's visiting me from Shanghai,
Hey.
and as I said, he works as a drummer. And I thought it'd be a cool thing to sort of introduce him to the stream. Am I practicing today anything? Yes, I will be practicing some more in just a few short minutes. Why? Have you got any suggestions, any recommendations, anything you'd be interested in, Julien? Let me know. I'd be happy to do it. But yeah, so you did this
Yeah.
this
And-
little week workshop.
and I like how Michael says that's talent to just say okay, sure, I'll play those then. Or complete stupidity. I think that was rather. I was just young and stupid, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'll do anything. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, we weren't particularly frank, like very sort of adventurous teenagers, but
Yeah.
that was the right thing to do at the time, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
And then, as a typical little brother, I literally just said the next year, I was like, cool, yes, drums sounds great. And then he was like, no, you're not doing drums.
No.
You are not doing drums. You're not following me this time. Do your own thing. And people had always told me that my fingers were too big for playing guitar. So I was like, okay, then I suppose I'll just play bass. And I was a little bit disappointed with it because, you're learning Aprieta from Vincent. Vincent Garcia. Vincent Garcia.
Yeah.
The dipstick, one of the dipsticks. Okay, we'll have a look at that in just a minute, Julien. I'll let my brother loose in just a sec.
Yeah.
Or
absolutely.
because obviously we'd have to have a better setup so you could hear what I'm doing as well. That'd be cool.
That would be.
The problem is that I don't
Ideal.
have a mini jack splitter. Splitter? I don't have a mini jack splitter.
Splitter.
I don't have a mini jack splitter, so you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm doing. But a bit of Walloon accent.
Local accent, yes.
Yeah, some of the local flavour. Just a jack splitter.
C'était magnifique.
A splitter.
Magnifique.
Yeah, magnifique, beautiful. All right, guys, we'll go back
All
to
right then.
practicing. My brother's going to be here for another week, so we might be able to do another stream where, who knows, maybe we'll get to jam a little bit on something.
Yeah.
Maybe piano and bass or something like that. Okay, fine. fades in, slowly leaving the room. That would be a see you guys. Bye, Gilles. Bye, Gilles. Thank you for joining us today. See you soon. Yeah, to get a drummer's thoughts, Mike. Absolutely. It's a shame that unfortunately we got rid of all the drums. But maybe we could go through a track at some point. It's a shame that he's only here for a short period of time. Very, very short. Very unfortunate. Julien, do you know if Aprieta is copyrighted? Sorry, that's my only concern at the moment, is being able to play something that is not Aprieta. It's probably copyrighted, right? We'll just, okay, once. We'll do once. Let's have a look. Let's see how crazy this thing is. And I'm tiny now. Let's go. Aprieta. Interesting. Oh, Mike, you're in heaven. A lot of yeah, it's a banging tune, dude. Thanks for the suggestion. I think I'd heard it some time ago, but I hadn't really paid attention to it, I think. Silly me. This is very cool. There's got to be a way to extract. Yeah. Okay, there's something to be done here. Let me just hide the screen for a second, because this could be turned into a really, really cool little routine now. Not available, blah, blah, blah. Aprieta. I like the... That's very cool as well. Very, very cool. Don't really know what's going on there though, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I'm just legally extracting the track, guys. So, yeah. Nearly there. That very first part, I really, really want to have a look at that. Slow it down. Okay, we're nearly there. Aprieta. Maybe slow down now. All right, let's go. Let's figure this thing out. I will be using Amazing Slowdowner in just a second, Mike. Yes, but I think it's still on. It's not. It is now. I'm just quickly setting it up. 350. Nope. Okay. Go. That's a nice little sequence, that. Just about right. Yep. Shortened by just a few milliseconds. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite my tempo. We'll get there eventually. How's that possible? Okay, just about right. Difficult, man. Pretty tough, that is. Let's see if we can get some clues as to how he's structuring his ghost notes there. Yeah, that's going to have to be practiced very slow. I think this first riff and solo are the hardest to catch. Dude, yeah, I completely agree. This is pretty tough. I think it's going to be tough to get the correct ghost notes because they're obviously played raking. He plays a lot of them raking on different strings, and you can clearly hear the different. You can hear the difference in pitch, I suppose. Even without any notes being played, just the thickness of the strings determines a little bit of the pitch, and I find it's probably an interesting component to this whole kind of. It sounds like bongos nearly. There's a video with tabs, and it is pretty accurate. Yeah, but tabs. Who needs tabs? Tabs are cool, but learning by ear might be twice the effort, but the reward is also much higher. So I just need to fit a bunch of ghost notes in there. I reckon that's something like this. Does that look familiar so far, Julien? One. I'm literally just raking from the G string and then using my middle finger. No, actually, I'm using the other one. Okay, what's happening afterwards? How many is that? Ooh, that is tough. That is tough to hear, man. Yo, you gotta check out Bo, the bassist of Baby Metal. Bo. Cool name. Ah. All right, I'm gonna cheat a bit more. Sorry, guys. Just cheating. One, two, three. One, two, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, da da. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I think that's what's going on. I think you have to play it sort of at tempo to get the proper motion, of the strings to get that. It's a bit like this riff. It's really hard to play slowly, but once you get the motion, it becomes. Yeah, you're right, Julian. I do want to try by ear. Second part is more tricky. Well, let me start with the easy stuff, okay? It's already pretty advanced. Sorry. Gotta check out Bo. What, you guys? What? Who's this? Who's this baby metal thing? Oh no, I think I know. Is that female fronted? Baby metal, gimme chocolate. Okay, have they got a live recording of it somewhere? That may not be copyrighted. Give me chocolate, baby metal. Official. I want a live. Okay, live version. Let's go.
But I'm pretty excited about it. Here to perform Gimme Chocolate, please welcome Baby Metal.
Baby Metal. Nope. That is not my thing. I'll give it another shot at some point, I promise. But right now I'm just like I can't hear anything. This is very cool. I do appreciate the suggestion, Jolene, because I was looking for some more ghost notes exercises, and Vincent Garcia, I'm trying to say his name right. He's nothing if not really creative with his use of the instruments and taking advantage. I mean, this is clearly the direction of the composition is kind of based on how many strings he's got available to him. This is basically this motion, and then interspersed with some notes and some riffs, and then he plays whatever notes available wherever he is where he is when it comes to the strings on the percussive side. So it's a very interesting, very creative use of the instrument, I think. You know, he's got starting here, cool. 3 strings available. And here, it's an interesting thing. It's just it's kind of just, yeah, I'm going to dig a little bit into that. Yes, Mike, I did have a quick look at Baby Metal, but I don't know. This might be a bit much for me. I will come back to it, but I wanted to check out a live version, and the live version sounded, shall we say, messy, and there were lots of costumes and teenage Japanese girls dancing, and I'm immediately a bit weirded out by this sort of stuff. The combination of metal guitars with pink and sort of anime, I was just a bit weirded out by it. The people my age who are still into anime are a little bit, shall we say, different. Japanese people are unreal. Their way of presenting stuff is crazy. That's true. That is true. I do have a lot of appreciation for the art forms that are, you know, the modern art forms, you know, anime, manga, and all that sort of stuff. It's really, really beautifully drawn sometimes, and some of the themes and the stories are really well told. I did watch quite a few of anime in my teenage years, but it's kind of taken a different turn, I find, over the last 10 years, and I don't know, sort of the fascination with costumes and looking like teenage girls. I don't know. It's I find it a bit off-putting, just a little bit off-putting. Sounds like them. My wife was weirded out by them. She asked me why I like that. It was tricky to explain. Yeah. Okay, guys. I promise. Updates on the next stream. I will check out Baby Metal. I will listen to some of that stuff, just to avoid copyright issues. I'll listen to it off stream, and if I can find some cool live versions with interesting bass parts, I will have a look at it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start cooking, friends, so I will call this stream to an end. Obviously I've got a lot to do still. I've got a lot of piano pieces to learn for tomorrow and the days after. All of that stuff's gonna sort of ease out. For those who haven't followed, I'm now a piano teacher at a school in my hometown, and it's requiring a lot of effort to sort of put together a decent amount of material, because I've got about 20 students now, and they're all sort of different levels, so I have to have kind of a broad approach to this whole thing at the moment. It's a bit much. I've got to I have to just really spend a lot of time in the saddle on the piano and re-familiarize myself with a bunch of things I used to do. But yeah, I'll be streaming again on Friday. This Friday I will be streaming. Nate and Jeff were indeed missed. I hope they catch this bit of the stream so that they know that we missed them. Thankfully, we had Julene, Michael, and Akil, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Very, very, very much. Don't forget to practice, guys. Do not forget to practice, because Julene, I will be practicing Vincent Garcia, and the next time you see me, I'll give you a token that you can redeem at the time where you will get to ask me to play this thing, and I'll be able to. Ooh, big commitments there. But yeah, I might be biting a little bit too much, bit more than I can chew, but I've got a big mouth, so let's sink our teeth into this baby. Friends, thank you for joining me today. I will be streaming on Friday, as I said, and in the meantime, have a lovely, lovely week. All of you, look after yourselves. And are you waiting for Slapocalypse next stream? Okay, dude. You've got to come back though. All right, no excuses. And I want to see some. I want to see some contributions in the Discord. I want to see some videos of you guys playing. Take care, guys. I will see you on Friday, 100% guaranteed, with some Vincent Garcia updates. Take care, guys. Have a lovely, lovely week. Bye-bye. Toodles. Bye.